What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. Out today, PA Pirate Paul, Charlie the Heritage Relic Hunter. Paul got this spot. I'm looking at a house, goes back to, what do we think, maybe 1880s or so? Somewhere later, 1800s. There are some old buildings. There's this old, she called it a
bake oven.
A bake oven. There's some outhouses there, some outbuildings around. Doug couldn't make it. He's having hand surgery, Charlie. Right. But if he finds anything good, I did bring a Doug sickle. That way he can join on the fun. Good luck, guys. So back in the first dig. See you guys soon.
See you guys
later. All right, we're starting off in the front yard by these trees. Charlie had to run home. He left something there. I think it was his little hand shovel. So far, Paul just had a couple pieces of can slag, so this might be the first good sign of the day. I dug down about 3 inches deep and I flipped the plug out and I see this big round thing staring at me. It's possible that it's a large cent, but something tells me that it's not. Actually, no, it looks like a ring, Paul. It looks like it's hollow. Nope, it's not.
It's one of them things like a steering wheel thing.
That's exactly what it is. It's a steering wheel. The steering wheel to what?
Well, there are some things I remember that has the knob and you turn them.
Oh, not a steering wheel, just like a hose.
Tightener.
In the ground, dirty like that when it popped out. I thought it could have been like a thick, like a braided hair or something. Yeah, well, hey.
Good find.
If the spot's no good, Paul, we can drive ourselves out of here. Well, first find of the day, a steering wheel. Not the best start, but I'm going to stick a banana in the hole. Paul's doing something now. There's a lot of big trees around. The house goes back to, I think, like the late 1800s. There is an old spring house in the back that looks even older, so there's probably a starter home here. So hopefully we'll find some good stuff. If not, we got a few more places lined up just in case. Keep going. All right, Charlie got back. He had to run down. He left something at home. Paul's in the backyard. The house is over there. We're in the side yard. And I came down here. This one was pretty good in the mid-60s on the Amphibia, which is usually a piece of brass. And I pulled out a key. And I don't think it's necessarily a super old key. Well, it's a Yale. So I don't know how old this is. It might not go back hundreds of years, but it could go back to the 40s or 50s, Charlie.
Does it have a brand name on it?
Yeah, it says Yale, but Yale padlock's been around a long time.
Been around a long time, yeah.
So I'll clean it up later. I do like keys. You know, I hang them up to do like a wind chime thing.
Right. And
I run them on my back porch all the way across. You don't have to look over there. My porch isn't there.
Oh.
But
it's about 100 miles from here.
Yeah. But I like to run them across it, you know, they jingle and stuff like that. So, hey, it's a good find. Oh, you got a rosette.
Yeah, I think that's a horse rosette. I didn't clean it up. I just found that. Yeah, I found it up near the mailbox over there.
Yeah, it's just a plain one. Actually, it looks like it might even be like stainless or something.
It's probably not back in colonial days.
Yeah, I don't think it's super old.
Maybe back in the 1900s, who knows? But that's what that is. I'm pretty sure it was a horse rosette.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
That little buckle piece is pretty. Right. And we found some good ones over the years that have glass and there's images on there. I guess it depends on how much money you want to spend on your horse. All right, I got something good. We're still doing up by the trees. Charlie's starting out in the yard, and this area does go back pretty far. I got something kind of cool, Paul. I can see what it is. Some dirt fell back over on it when I dug the hole, but it's right there. You can see the big edge. All right. If you want to dig that out for me, and because I got my hands full.
What? Oh, sorry, Doug. I didn't know you were there. Why didn't you say something?
He can't stand up for himself.
Sorry, Doug. Stand back a little, buddy.
Poor Doug. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. One of those old good luck tokens. And a lot of time, what do you think, Doug?
Yeah.
Let me see.
This is one of them Charlie tokens.
Sometimes there's a name on it. And you can see as we start cleaning it, it'll come off. This is probably aluminum. And this might even have the homeowners, like, we're talking to the homeowner. She's lived here since the 70s.
It's one of them Charlie 8 reals.
It was. Charlie had one once that he thought was a real because it looked really nice. It says good luck on this side. Sometimes there's advertising on them too, Paul. Yeah, I could see Willow Grove. All right, I tried to clean up a little bit. And you can read enough of it. Willow Grove at the top is the town. And the person's name, you would actually stamp these in a machine. Looks like the person's name was Jerry and D. Lallar. Paul thinks it says liar, but I don't think Paul realizes there's an I in liar. Jerry D. Lallar. That's not the homeowner's last name, Paul? Lallar? No. Well,
Nope.
Still a cool thing, but it's a good luck token. You would make them at amusement parks and things like that. But still a pretty cool little find. What do you think, Doug? Is it good? You want to eat it? Okay, you can eat it. Nom, 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 nom.
Tastes like peanuts.
Let's go find more. All right, Paul says he's got something good. He's by this enormous tree. Paul, what kind of tree do you think that is?
Big one.
Okay, I'll go with big one. Interesting bark. Well, Paul said he's got something under this locust tree or whatever the heck it is.
I thought it was a token.
Oh, is that a coin?
It's a coin.
What the heck? It's enormous, Paul.
Yeah, it's you'll see once I hand it to you.
Oh, wow, Kennedy half. It's a bicentennial too, Paul.
Yeah, with the building.
It's a bicentennial Kennedy half, but those are cool, Charlie, because they have a whole different back. You know, the only year actually it has a big building on it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Those are really rare to find.
Squirt or anything, or no, you want
It's a clad.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I don't know if you really necessarily want to squirt it, but that's a nice find, Paul. That must have blew your earballs out.
Yeah, I thought it was a token at first.
Yeah, I would have thought it might have been like a large cent. And you see that big coin come out.
Yeah.
So, hey, just a clad half, but I mean, $half, Charlie.
Well, if you add the quarter I just found here, we get a taco today.
Really? We have 75 cents?
I just got one of those fancy ones with the...
oh, it's like one of the steak quarters.
Steak quarters. Yeah, I'm going to clean it up. But it rang out really good.
About doing a steak quarter book sometime.
I wanted to do some sort of, see how many we can find. Either steak, you know, all those.
Yeah.
Now there's like state parks and forests and all that stuff. So a lot of interesting quarters. Hey, nice find, Paul. I don't get a lot of halves, and you know, neither do any of us. All right, Charlie, I got myself a little winner here. I'm still working around these trees, which we're hoping that's where the kids played. And these locust trees can be old. I mean, they're really large around. They're hard to tell.
Well, it's good soil. When you have locust trees, it's good soil. That's why the settlers came here back in the 1700s. They seen these trees here. Locust trees require, and walnut trees, good soil. Yeah,
and some of these locust trees are really large. Up by the house, there's some really big ones.
Right.
So working around here, this was a little bit scratchy because there is some junk in this area too. And I went down about 3 inches and I pulled out this, and I could see as soon as I pulled it out, Charlie, that it was an Indian.
Yeah, well, it shows up nice. And this wasn't heavily fertilized here because it's not very farmland. You could probably get a nice date off of it.
I am. I'm going to clean this up and come right back, and I'm going to get a date off of it for sure. All right, there's the Indian. We gave him a good look. There's a bug on me, Charlie. A lot of bugs today. 1897, you said, Charlie?
Yes.
I can kind of see it. My glasses aren't on, but it is in really nice shape. You know, the nice thing about doing houses without all the fertilizer and stuff, the coins come out typically pretty good. Hopefully, we just find some that are really old. So, nice one there, 1897 Indian. I know Paul would like it. He went back to the car to get a drink. But overall, I'm pretty happy. That's a good find, Charlie.
You know, can I see it a little bit
Absolutely.
closer? I know your car behind the screen. What do you think, Doug?
I got an interesting find here, at least. It's a piece of brass. It looks like it's some sort of an old hook that you would just drill into the wall, but big crescendo here, it is all decorative. It's very ornate. You know, a lot of these pieces back then, every little brass piece was well made, constructed. They wanted it to look good inside and outside, not like today where you go to Walmart and it's plastic and disposable. So cool image on there. I'm not really sure what it is or what the design is. I'll clean it up and get a better look at it, but nice old piece, probably came from the original house, and this is probably close to 100 years old. So that's a nice little find. All right, after a little light spraying and some just cleaning up with the towel, you can see the interesting scroll work on it. There's some lines underneath of it. Almost looks like a background design. And hey, it's just a hook, but I really like things like that. I might even reuse that. I have a display case. I could probably hang it in the side and maybe hang like some old watch fobs on it. Just like things with interesting designs on them, and that fits into the category. Awesome. All right, Charlie's got something good. Charlie yelled out ring. When you're doing a house and someone yells out ring, Charlie, that's exciting.
Well,
let me see.
Got my pinpointer and I went down a hole and I like threw this dirt out.
Oh, I do see it.
Yeah. So I didn't look at it yet, but obviously
it looks like it might be a little bent, like where it was on the finger in the back. That could be real, Charlie.
Yeah. So.
Because you want to give that, you want to spray it, or you're going to try to just? Oh, it's Charlie. That might be real. That's monogrammed.
It has some weight to it, so I don't know.
That's it looks like an A. It looks like it's upside down to me, maybe like that. I can't tell if that's an A or not.
My smashed fingernails. Smashed my fingernails in the garage. They're all black and blue.
None of us are going to be hand models, you know, at the end of all this, Charlie. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if that's costume or not, but it's definitely monogrammed. Let's give this a spray down and take a look. It looks like there's some fancy on the side too. Let's clean up. That's a
okay. I'll clean up and got my. This is from out the young man. What was his name?
Ethan.
Ethan.
Yes.
Gave me this bottle and has Charlie on it.
Yeah, when we were at the Red Dirt Treasure Shootout, we met a young man named Ethan. He was probably maybe 13 years old or so, Charlie. 13, really nice. Super nice guy, and his dad brought him all the way to the event. We met him, we hung out with him all weekend, but he made these squirt bottles for all of us.
Has my name on it.
His has Charlie, made one for Paul, me, Doug,
yeah.
And man, and he made us shirts too.
Made us shirts.
So what a nice kid that he was. I think he was actually in my Oklahoma video, a few stills of Ethan, but we hung out with him all weekend. But let's clean up this ring, we'll come back in a second.
All right.
Ooh. All right, we all cleaned up Charlie's ring. It's a tough one. I think it might be plated, but it is monogrammed. There's an A on there. It's gold colored, but I thought I saw, like on the band there, like a little bit of black coming through. There's no indication of any carat inside, so we think it might be a kid's novelty ring. It's hard to say though, Charlie. I mean, do you have a gold test kit at home?
No, but I know someone who does.
Yeah, I have one at home. Yeah. But hey, good find, Charlie. Rings are exciting no matter what. So, hey, well done.
Okay, I'm going to move on.
All right, yeah, we'll move on to the next one.
Okay, we'll see you guys there.
Good job.
Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm on the last side over here. It's a small little section. Charlie and Paul are back across the street. We're getting ready to wrap it up. It is so darn hot today, and we didn't find a whole lot. But a good signal here, a really screaming high tone up in the 80s. And I got this. And this is a nice buckle because it's got a cool design on it. Really intricate. Now I don't know if this is really old or not necessarily. I'll have to get a better look at it later after I clean it all up. But that's a nice design for a buckle. So this might be my prize from this yard. If that's my best artifact from this place, I will take it and I'll be happy. What do you think, Doug? I think Doug likes it. There we go. Awesome find. I might have a little hot spot here. Right there, that little hole is where I just got that really cool buckle. I moved over about 3 feet. I had a scratchy one, but a high tone. I pulled that about 3 inches down and I got this. And I said, oh, wow, that's weird looking. Is it just a piece of like slag? And then I saw it has like a shape to it. So as I kind of wiped it, I see a circle and some writing on this side. I think it's held like that. It's some sort of an old badge. You see at the top, I can see very faint, it says souvenir. And there's some writing in the middle. Let me clean this up a little bit better. But that's a great little piece there. My voice even cracked, it's so good. All right, Paul just came over. Paul, this spot on this hill could have been like where they dumped stuff because I'm finding some good things. Check this out. Now for the people at home, Paul, up at the top it says souvenir. And a lot of times when I find things that say souvenir, it might be from some, you know, local thing, and it could a lot of times just be a junky tchotchke. But this is a souvenir from the World's Exposition in Chicago from 1893.
That's the best you can read it, like scrubbing it?
Well, I didn't want to ruin it. I don't really have the right cleaning materials with me in the field, but at least I can make out what it is. It's actually dated. It says 18 on the left, 93 on the right. Now, this World's Exposition was also known as the Chicago World's Fair, and it was a huge celebration of Christopher Columbus's 400th anniversary of discovering the New World. The expo went on for like 6 months. Hundreds of thousands of people came from all over the world, and someone would have brought home this little pin on their jacket or blazer all the way back here as their little memento of the event. You can see up at the top of this one, these 2 little circles, there would have been a chain up here, and there would have been a little placard up at the top. It may have said where they bought it or what state they're from or something like that, just to make it a little bit more special. And on the back, there's even writing down near the bottom that's going to take a good cleaning when I get home. Probably says where it was made, or at least the manufacturer who made this piece, you know, 130 some odd years ago. But what a cool piece that is. World's Fair memorabilia, 1800 stuff, Columbus memorabilia. Oh man, I just love it, Paul. I can't wait to clean it up, put it in my display case. Awesome find. All right, so here's the old building we're not finding as much as we thought we would have found. And this building that has an old hearth inside probably goes back to the 1800s. You can see all the block foundation. And then the outhouse, I think it's an original outhouse, but you can see it's on a concrete platform. But it's still a lot of history of this place. We're not finding as much as we thought we would have. But Paul just called and said he's got something. He's behind me over here by the back porch. Let's go take a look.
Get a charm or...
Oh, look at that. I wonder if that's real. Yeah, it's a heart and maybe you think it's a daisy?
Type of flower. Wish Doug was here. He would know.
Doug would know. You know, I think Doug is here.
Is he?
Yeah, hold on. Let me look for him. I found him, Paul.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there he is. Doug.
Rodriguez or daffodil?
What is Doug? Doug, what's in your... You got marbles in your mouth, Doug.
Daffodil.
Oh, a daffodil. All right.
Yeah, daffodil. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, good job. Thank you, Doug. And good find there, Paul. Oh, man, this thing is wicked cool. I thought I was recording it, but I had my camera in picture mode, but it doesn't matter. I called for the guys, but they're already back at the truck. I gave it a little brush down the other side. Take a look at this thing. Maybe one of my favorite pieces of the day. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's an emblem off of an old phonograph. You can see it says Victor Talking Machine. There's a picture of the RCA dog and the Victor. Down here would have been the serial number of that record player, that phonograph. I don't see a patent number on, I don't see a patent date on it. There is a patent number at the bottom. And wow, that is cool. Earlier this year, Paul found that Victorola cabinet key, and what a cool combination that would be. It's a huge plate off an early record player in this dump site where I'm finding some amazing pieces. That thing is wicked cool. Charlie's gonna love it. Wait till he sees this. Unbelievable. You know, sometimes you have days like today where we hunted all day long, multiple houses, and found very little. And at the very end of the day, you find a little tiny 10 by 10 dump, and you find that cool buckle, the World's Fair medallion that I found, and now that super cool RCA badge. Man, that thing saved my day along with the last few pieces. Oh, I love it. Display case worthy. Awesome. All right, guys, I am back home. Charlie was so fascinated with that little signet ring that he found. It's monogrammed with the letter A. We really think it's gold. I'm going to do a little gold test kit live for the people at home and for you to see, Charlie, and we're going to find out together if you've got the real deal or not.
It's a 14 on my Equinox, so I'm anxiously waiting.
I am too. Let me explain to the people how it works, and then I'll tilt you down so you can see it as I see it.
Okay.
All right, so here's how the gold test kit works. I've got all these different acids, and each one is good for a different carat of gold. I'm going to use just the 10 carat one because I just want to find out if it's 10 carat or better. So what I'm going to do is I've got this one gold ring that's marked inside 14 carat, and I'm going to put a little scratch line on this black stone, just like that. I'm going to take Charlie's mystery signet ring. I'm going to put a scratch next to it. And then I've got this junker ring that was clearly not real gold. One more line next to that. So those are the 3 lines. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this acid. I'm going to run it across all 3 of them. If it's real gold, after about 30 seconds, the line will still be there. If it's fake gold, where the acid touched it, there'll be no line. You'll just see the black stone.
Okay.
So here we go. Good luck, Charlie. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I'm anxious to find out what I have there. Like I said, it rang up low, so I'm hoping.
Now, Charlie, if it is real gold, what are you going to do with all the money?
Well, it's my anniversary today, and maybe I'll just give it to my wife.
Oh, well, happy anniversary! This is a pretty small ring. It might only fit like her pinky toe, but it's the thought that counts.
I might make it into a necklace for her then.
Yeah.
Wear around her neck.
All right, I can see the test is done. We're going to cut back. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm excited here.
All right, I got a little paper towel. I'm just going to dab off the excess so you could see it better. I'm not going to wipe it to try to smear the line. Now,
I got my finger crossed.
Now, this first line that is the 14 karat gold ring, I can see the entire line.
Okay.
My Faker monster ring, I can clearly see the line stopped, so that's definitely not gold. And your little signet ring in the middle, Charlie, the entire line is still there. You've got the real deal.
Wow, that's fantastic. So it's at least a 10-carat gold ring.
At least 10 carats. I can't wait to give it to your wife. And let me just check in also, Charlie. What do you think of that, Doug? I'm so impressed.
Yeah, we had a nice day that day, Doug, didn't we?
I can't believe it.
I'm sorry I knocked you over, Doug.
All right, Charlie, congratulations, sir. Start thinking how you're going to spend that money. And happy anniversary.
Thank you so much, and thank you for doing that, to check it out for me, because I did not know what it was. Now I know it's gold. I'm happy, and this weekend we're going to do more digging together, aren't we?
Yes, sir. I'll bring your ring back, and we're going to find more of them.
Thank you, Jason. Have a great day. Thank you.
Take it easy, Charlie. Well, another cool detecting adventure in the books. We had some pretty cool things on this day. Offhand, I remember the World War I era Victrola serial tag key, the one at the bottom of those really early record players. I love that thing. I also got that super cool 1893 World's Exposition pin celebrating the 400th anniversary of Columbus finding the whole country. That thing was super cool. Paul had the bicentennial Kennedy half, another centennial item. He also had the cool flower pin that Doug thought was a daffodil, but Charlie wins the day with the at least 10-carat gold signet ring with the big letter A monogrammed on it. Congratulations, sir. That thing was incredible. You know, not every detecting adventure is going to be a home run. Sometimes you bunt for a single, and that's okay. But if you want to see a detecting home run, wait till you see next week's video where me, Doug, Charlie, and Paul stumble onto a colonial stone house. And when I say we kill it, man, we kill it. 1600s things, 1700s items, really old coins, crazy old silvers, and some amazing relics that are just going to knock your socks off. What an adventure this was. Tune in next week and you're going to see it might even be a two-parter. And of course, if you want to have an amazing metal detector adventure, just shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder@yahoo.com. Let me know how much you want to spend on a machine, what you're looking for, and I will recommend the best machines for your budget so you can go out and put smiles on your face when you dig out of the ground these things that haven't been seen in the hundreds of years. Oh man, you're going to love it. It's a hobby of champions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. I'll see you in the next one. Later.